Hey guys, what's up? Ashley here. Welcome back to another edition of Confessions of a Giggler, where I try and fail to find a boyfriend. Okay. So I made a video on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Whatever day the 13th was. So I made a video talking about how I went back on Tinder, and as of right now, this second, I have not uploaded it. Just a little behind the scenes. Today is Sunday. So yeah, so I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm going to. I don't know what happened, honestly. I don't know why. So, well, I do know why, and we're gonna get into it. So when you're watching this video, you've probably already have seen the video of me talking about being excited and optimistic about the options on the Tinder. That was naive me from 4 days ago. So far what has happened. So on Wednesday morning, I was going to film the immediate reaction of what happened, but I was just like, I was not feeling it. So now a few days out, I can talk about it because I was just very upset. So I matched with someone who honestly, I'm not sure if they liked me first or if I liked them first. I don't remember because yeah, it's hard to remember which way it goes. Anyway, I was pretty sure that he already liked me when I said yes, it popped up match. I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. So that means that he liked me first. So then I got a message from this man not too long after that match happened, and it was like, "Hey Ashley, I think you're cute, but you're too curvy for me." Okay, great. Fine. I'm too curvy for you. That is fine. That's 100% okay. But you don't have to match with me just to tell me that. That's wild. Just swipe left. If you're not interested, swipe left. No one feels bad about it. Just, you don't have to match with someone just to tell them why they're no good for you. That's just wild to me. And then I said, "Okay, thank you, question mark." I was like, I didn't say thank you, question mark. I said, because he asked how I was doing, so I said, "I'm okay." But I said something about I hope you find what you're looking for, something along those lines. And then he came back trying to talk to me like a regular conversation. And I'm like, what is happening right now? You just told me that you're not interested in me. Why are you trying to have a conversation with me? That doesn't make any sense. I do not want to be with someone who does not think that I'm beautiful. Period. I will not be with a man who thinks that I have to change, because if I want to change, it's going to be because I want to change, not because someone else tells me that I have to. Period. And that's full stop. So that's what the kids say right now, right? So I was just my mind was blown. So then I was like, okay, well, I really don't want to waste any time here because you've already stated that you're not interested, you're not attracted to me. So, this isn't gonna work. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna waste my time. I said it in a lot less words than this, but I definitely said, "Hey, I just don't want to waste anyone's time. You said that you're not into bigger girls, and that's fine, but I'm a bigger girl, so I don't know what you want from me. And I said, I'm gonna unmatch you, but I wish you well out there. No, like, no ill intent from me. Just, yeah. So after this whole thing, I was so upset. I was so upset about it. And I didn't realize that it was gonna make me so upset, but it really did. Like, now I'm getting upset again. So, like, I already know. Like, trust me, I already know. You don't have to tell me. I am very aware of the situation. So, like, it was just, I don't know. It was very hurtful. So, yeah, so that was one issue. But then, like, so Wednesday night came rolling around, and I'm like, feeling not great about the whole Tinder situation. But then one of the other matches that I'm pretty sure that I mentioned in the last video, he like seemed very interested in me, and he's like, hey, do you want to have a phone call? I'll call you later. And I was like, yeah, great, that sounds fantastic. So I talked to him like almost my entire way home from work, and if you know anything about my new commute, it's very long. So it was like a good chunk of time, and then he called me again later that night to chat some more, and I was like, great, this is fantastic. And he seemed very enthusiastic, and things were going well. Like, our conversation flowed very easily, and I was, for once, I was getting excited because we planned to have a date for Saturday, which was yesterday. So yeah, so I was feeling excited, and I was like, wow, this is the first time in a while that I'm actually excited to go on a date, and not just like going through the motions of, I guess I should go on this date. I should try. I shouldn't count these people out. I should, meet them in person and see how it goes. Like, this was the first time that I was actually, well, I mean, not the first time ever, but like the first time in a while that I was actually excited to go and meet this person. And yeah, so yes, so here I am, little, what's the word I'm looking for? Hopeful, excited, whatever, all the things. And we plan to have a lunch date on Saturday. And we talked on Friday night, and it was all but confirmed except for the time. So, and it was like, well, we'll see what time, like, we wake up and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Fine. So then, 11 a.m. Good morning. Great. Okay. So here we are, 11. So now it's 11. Like, well, maybe should we aim for like 1-ish? You know? So I get ready. I am ready and sitting around, and then I'm like, then 1:30 comes rolling around, and I haven't heard from him, and I was like, hey, what's the update? And he's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to all these errands I have to run. And I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you make plans with me if you had errands to run? So I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Well, what time do you think? Like 4 o'clock? And he's like, well, maybe 5 o'clock. I'll let you know. I was like, okay. So I sat here waiting all afternoon. And when we were talking on the phone at that time at 1:30, he was like, oh, is there anything that I can bring for you? And I was just like, oh, well, if we were going to meet earlier, I was going to say, bring me a coffee because my milk is bad in the refrigerator. But because we're going to be meeting later, I don't drink coffee that late in the afternoon. And then, so this is relevant to the story because at like around 3:30 I texted him because I was getting a little sleepy. I was like, oh hey, maybe I will take that coffee. And nothing. And then again at like 4:45 I was like, hey, what's the status? Because nothing. And then like it was like 6:30 and I was starving. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna eat now. What? And yeah, so I didn't hear from him the whole rest of the day, and I'm really upset because one, that's really rude. That's like if you don't like, I am all about honesty. If you don't want to meet me, please tell me you don't want to meet me. That's all. I won't be upset. Like yeah, I'll be like, oh, that stinks. But I'm like, okay, fine. What I do not enjoy is people who string you along until the very last minute and like act excited about meeting you and then like just disappear out of nowhere. And I understand the whole thing about like, oh, you don't know anything, especially if you've never met. But like, just have some common courtesy. That's all. I think that it's so rude. Like, I cannot get past the you don't know anything. And like I feel like there's different levels. Like if you're just chatting and like things kind of just drift apart, then whatever. But if you have set plans to meet someone and you've talked with them multiple times on the telephone, which is a big deal. There are 4 people that I talk to regularly on the telephone, and that is it. So if I'm making time to talk to you, that is a big deal. So what happened? I just don't understand. So of course I texted my trusty advisor, and he was like, oh, he must have been kidnapped on the way. And I'm like, the only explanation. Because why would you do that to someone? I don't understand. And it's just really, really upsetting because it's like, this is what I get for getting excited about going on a date. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't even know. I don't know what I could have done differently. I don't know. What happened? And then I'm also upset because I wasted an entire day. I have a lot of things to do this weekend, and now I'm down to 1 day instead of 2 days. So it's very frustrating. And yeah, I know I could have been like doing my things when I was waiting around, but like I was just so in my head that I couldn't even watch a television show that needed my full attention because my brain would not stop like being anxious about this. Why do people have to, like, why do they have to do this to other people? I don't understand. Like, please do not ghost someone at the last minute when you're supposed to meet up. And I know that this is a problem that's been going on forever. This is not a new online dating situation. This is like a forever. People have gotten stood up for decades, for hundreds of years, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, it's just so hard. And you know, you just don't have to make it harder for other people because we're all struggling out there. Like, find a single person who's not struggling to not be single. Or like, just whatever. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are single and are just like, yeah, I'm gonna be single and that's fine. And like, yeah, I also feel that, like, I guess I'm just gonna be single and that's fine. But that's not what I want, you know? So when I'm actually trying to date someone, I would just need the common courtesy of like, if it's a no, tell me it's a no. And that's it. Not waste any time. So like that first guy that was rude, that's almost better because then like it took up 3 seconds of my life and I was like moving on. And now this guy has consumed my thoughts for a week. And I know a week's not that long of a time, but still, like, it's just frustrating. And this is why, like, now I just want to delete Tinder all over again. So one whole week and I'm ready to like move on and be done with this app. 1 week. Not even a week because I downloaded it on Sunday night and now it's Sunday morning. So like just barely under a week. And yeah. So I'm going to pull my hair out because this is awful. And yeah, if anyone has any advice for me, please let me know. Because I just don't know. And like, I'd say I don't know anymore, but I haven't known for a really long time. So let's be honest there. Yeah. So I think that's going to be it for me for today. And I'll definitely keep you updated. I mean, I'm not going to delete Tinder immediately, but like it's on thin ice. Like 2 strikes already. 2 strikes, 3 strikes and it's out. Gone. I can't do it anymore. So yeah. So we're just gonna, I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye. Sorry, just real quick, one more thing I needed to add because I just remembered it right now this second, is that I was in my upsetness last night because I was crying. Thank you. I was like, well, I got to keep pushing forward. So I went back on Tinder and I was swiping and whatever. I matched with some people. One of the guys I was talking to expressed interest in meeting me today, like going on a date today. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I can meet you today. I said, let's talk about it. Like, let's settle it tomorrow because it was late and I was ready to go to sleep. I wake up in the morning and he's unmatched me. So that's cool. But again, thank you for not wasting my time. I appreciate it. But also, why did you ask if I wanted to meet you today? So yeah, that's it. That's all I just needed to add that extra little bit to show you even more examples of why this is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and you guys are all the best, and I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.